You're on the mute, Helen.
I hope you all enjoyed that brief video. I'm going to talk to you today about Innovandi. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what we've been doing in 2020. It's been a very busy year. And then I'm going to ask you a few questions and explain to you how you can support this work. So my name is Helen Murphy. As Kaustubh's just explained, I'm the General Manager of Innovandi. So this global network has been created by the GCCA specifically to drive innovation in the cement and concrete sectors via pre-competitive research and to drive sustainability and lower the CO2 footprint of cement and concrete. It is a consortium of 70 partners set to grow with strong industrial leadership. We're working together to shape, fund and deliver targeted research projects directly relevant to the cement and concrete industry and the challenges we face. So this slide shows the founder industrial partners of Innovandi. So we've got GCCA members here, and we've also got admixture producers and equipment and technology suppliers. So these industrial partners select the academic partners in the network. So at the moment, we've got 40 academic partners on board, and they've been selected for their capability in relevant research areas. So the head of the Innovandi Steering and Industrial Committees is Dr. Wolfgang Dienemann, the head of Global R&D at Heidelberg Cement. And the head of the Innovandi Scientific Committee is Professor Karen Scrivener, who is also head of the Laboratory of Construction Materials at EPFL Switzerland. So Innovandi operates two types of projects, core projects and partner projects, and I'm going to explain the difference. So the core projects are funded by industry. They are on topics that have been specified collectively by the industrial partners, and each of these projects will have an industrial mentor or multiple industrial mentors to make sure that the projects stay on track and to ensure that the outputs are useful and usable for industry. The partner projects are projects that are financed by other parties. They're brought to the network and adopted into it. So these projects showcase what academia can do. It's showcasing the state of the art in various relevant research areas. And it really begins a very productive dialogue between academia and industry. A partner project is required by an academic partner in order for them to be part of the network. It's also important to understand that for these projects, all of the IP is ownership is retained by the inventors. However, for core projects, you can get a royalty-free, non-exclusive license to use this technology if you're part of the network. And for partner projects, you can also secure a license at market rate at any point during the lifetime of that project. So they're quite important concepts to understand about Innovandi. So we've had a very busy year. This is a whiz through 2020. Back in October 2019, Innovandi was first launched at the GCCA conference in Singapore. There was an initial research road mapping exercise done there by a group of industrialists. We then launched the the kickoff week for Innovandi in June of this year, and all of the members came together. By this point, we had 29 industrial members and 40 academic partners involved. We've had a couple of big events since then. Partner Project Week, which showcased lots of partner projects. We've had Autumn Week, which will be an annual fixture. So at Autumn Week, we adopted into the network 33 of the projects that were showcased in Partner Project Week. And we also began to do some detailed work preparing calls for core projects. So we put those calls out to the network, and I've got a bunch of projects that have come back. And this month we will be selecting our first core projects to take forwards, and they will be launched next year. So now for a word from Wolfgang Dienemann, the head of our steering committee.
Good morning, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you follow this session. My name is Wolfgang Dienemann, and I'm responsible for research and development on group level at Heidelberg Cement. In my second role, I'm the chairman of the Industrial Committee and the Steering Committee of Innovandi, the Global Cement and Concrete Research Network. And in that role, I'm happy to inform you on the status and progress we have made since the launch event in Singapore last year. I don't want to elaborate much about the pressure on the cement and concrete industry related to CO2, global warming, and circular economy. It's clear to all of us that these are unprecedented challenges. And it's more than obvious that a lot of innovations in process technology and in product performance are needed to achieve our commitment for carbon neutrality. It is also clear that the necessary step changes could not be accomplished by a single company, nor by our industry alone. We need an open innovation concept along the whole value chain, from equipment suppliers to cement producers to admixture manufacturers. And we need a strong academic backing to enhance our knowledge and understanding of underlying scientific principles of new process technologies like carbon capture or new cementitious materials, as for example calcined clays. And this is exactly what Innovandi is all about. We have built a worldwide network with today 30 industrial partners and the top 40 research institutes in our domain. In the last few weeks, we have created a portfolio of partner projects and future core projects that covers a broad scope and is tailored to the needs of our industry. In the field of process technology, we will, for example, work on the impact of alternative fuels and raw materials on clinker reactivity, on absorbance for efficient carbon capture, and on alternative calcination technologies. With respect to materials and products, our focus, among others, will be to advance calcined clay technology, addressing workability and long-term performance of such cements, on processing and use of recycled concrete, and on the impact of carbonation of low clinker concrete on its durability. You see, we will cover a broad spectrum of research, and this diversity is absolutely needed, as there is no single solution that will solve our key challenges. We need a strong basis to accelerate innovation along the whole value chain of our industry. In the Innovandi Consortium, we have made an excellent start, especially under the difficult circumstances, thanks to the strong commitment and engagement of all partners. I am convinced that in a year from now, we will have over 50 projects running in the network and that we can already report on some first tangible results. Good morning.
So Innovandi Kickoff Week was held in June, this slide just illustrates some of the topics we held workshops on during that week. They've been identified as some high priority themes, and what we did was we then delved deep down into what it is we felt we could work together on in these areas, what was most important. We've prioritized the work that we're going to be doing. It was very well attended. And it was a truly global meeting with all partners in attendance. So despite the current global situation, we have managed to progress the work of Innovandi substantially this year online, which has been really great, because I was expecting us to be more hampered by this than we have been. So it's been really good. Partner Project Week, as I said, was in September. And again, a very well attended meeting with people attending from 5 continents. And there'll be more partner projects adopted into the network in spring. Autumn Week will be an annual fixture. So 7 calls for proposals have been launched as a result of this meeting in these thematic areas: calcine clays, minor elements, concrete recycling, alternative calcination and carbonation. And there are further projects that will be launched in 2021 following further calls that will probably be issued in early spring. So the next partner events that we're going to hold for Innovandi partners are a partner project showcase in February, and Innovandi Spring Week in April 2021. Anyone wishing to join Innovandi at this point will be on board in time to vote on core projects at this Innovandi Spring Week. So the Autumn Week and Spring Week will be annual events. How can you support this work? So Innovandi is led by our industry as a collective response to climate change, to the climate challenge. Our mission is to reduce CO2 emissions from cement and concrete. So if you fall into any of the categories listed in blue, you can join us. So Innovandi Partnership is open to any GCCA member. It's open to equipment and technology suppliers, admixture producers, and other interested and related suppliers, and associations are very welcome to publicise Innovandi with their memberships. So watch out for us on social media. We'll be launching on social media this year. So we'll be on LinkedIn and we'll be on Twitter with the handle @Innovandi Global. Okay, thank you.